Eastern America here. Please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell. So I'm retired regular active Army. I would like to clarify some things on this guy, Walz, vice presidential nominee with Harris running for president. And about this command sergeant major thing, there's two ways this works, okay? In the Army, you go to a senior non-commissioned officer school as low as the rank of sergeant. That's Primary Leadership Development Course, PLDC. Then there's ANOC for Sergeant First Class, and then you got that Sergeant Major's Academy that we're in reference to. I want you to know they have what they call conditional promotions. So a conditional promotion is they can pin the rank on you before you go to the school. But in order to retain the rank, you have to complete the academy. In my case, I went to Primary Leadership Development Course, PODC. I went to ANOC, the Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer Course for Sergeant First Class. We had one classmate who was a peer who was on a conditional promotion that had Sergeant First Class pinned to his collar as he was in class with us. The rest of us were staff sergeants trying to arrange to complete the requirement to make Sergeant First Class. So once selected, you're promoted to Sergeant First Class. But in order to make Sergeant First Class, you have to be a graduate of the Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer course, and the conditional is awarding it to you earlier rather than after you graduate. So you start receiving the rank right away. But if you don't go to the Advanced Non-Commissioned Officer class, they have these requirements where they will remove that rank. So this is exactly what happened to this guy, Walz. Walz was conditionally promoted to Command Sergeant Major. This is what I understand, okay? Now, I'm going to go back into the second thing that is a little confusing for a lot of people as well. So here he is using the term, I was Command Sergeant Major. And that's why you're hearing all this stuff on the news that he was not. Because he had a conditional promotion where he was pinned and he had the 3 up, 3 down, and the reef and the 2 stars or whatever it is. It's been a while. Okay, but anyway, whatever, in the middle. Going back to what I was saying.
You went to the school.
There's another way you can have a position without any conditional rank pinned on you, and it's called interim position. Like I was Sergeant First Class, and I was a first sergeant in a detachment, but I was not conditionally pinned with any first sergeant rank. So the rule is in the Army, you can work 2 up, 1 down. So you can assume a position 2 up or 1 down. So like in my case, I was 2 up. I ran a first sergeant job as a Sergeant First Class. So just to know, but was not pinned. So what I would do, say I was running as vice president nominee and my position came out that I was enlisted, I would tell people the truth. I would say I was a Sergeant First Class that worked in a first sergeant slot, and I was the detachment first sergeant as a Sergeant First Class. That kind of clarifies I was not pinned, or I didn't have the rank pinned on me that said sergeant, first sergeant. And that's 3 up, 3 down with the diamond. 3 rockers and 3 stripes. 3 stripes are high, the rockers are low, and you got the diamond, that's first sergeant. So I don't know whether he was working like, okay, they said he was an E8, which is Master Sergeant. All right. So I'm wondering, well, I don't know. I don't quite get it, whether he was pinned or he was working 1 up or 2 up, so to speak. I'm not sure. But what he should be doing is being honest. I would not, if I went, say I was Sergeant First Class like that other guy in the room I was telling you about, and say he failed the course, or say he never came to the class, then obviously they're removing his rank. Say that guy, because that guy is not me, but say that guy was running for vice president, and he said, he could say, I was conditionally promoted as Sergeant First Class. So if he was conditionally promoted and pinned, he should tell people I was conditionally promoted as a Sergeant Major, but I just did not retain the rank. And that would be enough, because obviously he did not go to the school. So I just want to clarify all that. I do think it's wrong to give the persona that you are Command Sergeant Major retired when it was taken away because of the non-conditional. You didn't go to the school like you were supposed to, so they had to remove the rank pinned on you. A lot of lieutenant colonels do this that are retired. This is an easy one. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but there's a loose term for lieutenant colonel. They call them colonel, and they probably shouldn't, because you have to go and use the literal term full bird colonel versus silver oak leaf. Silver oak leaf is the lieutenant colonel, and a full bird colonel is a colonel. Well, why the hey did they ever come up with this slang term colonel for lieutenant colonels? They should be addressed as lieutenant colonel, but they're not. A lot of retirees actually run around and love it. A lot of lieutenant colonels retired lieutenant colonels run around and love being called colonel. So they create a misconception that they are a retired full bird colonel. And that's kind of not fair, because the man who was the higher grade of the lieutenant colonel, full colonel is above lieutenant colonel. It's kind of taken away some clout, and that's kind of not fair. And I actually knew a local lieutenant colonel that let this slide for years, and I thought he was a full colonel retired until they had a newspaper article and he had a write-up on him, and it was a silver oak leaf. It was not a full bird. So I'm just telling you, I'm trying to clarify all this stuff. Okay, just to know, please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell. Bye for now. And if you're confused as much as I am, don't worry about it. Bye for now.